Hello everyone, in this video I'll be explaining the steps for the assignment 1. Firstly, let's start by the normalization. In our given table, Excel file table is not in the first normal form, as the enrolled students and grades tuples have more than one value inside them, which is against the atomicity of the first normal form. We can see that here the table enrolled students have multiple values, multiple students inside them. This is the same case for the grades as well, multiple values, and this is against the first normal form. To solve this, what we can do is to divide one row to multiple rows. As seen here, we can divide the first row into two rows where the students are different and their grades are different as well. Well, I did this, which we will need to insert to the PostgreSQL. Like, I divided them. We have first student, second student, her grade and her grade, and did this for all the students, all the rows, and this is the table in the first normal form. As for the primary key, the enrolled students cannot be primary key alone, as a student can take multiple classes. So we need the course ID as well to have our primary key. We can see that here as well. For instance, there should be some students with the same name. For instance, here Leila Leva, she is taking both mathematics and physics, and that's why we cannot put the student name as primary key alone. We need the course number as well. So as for the second normal form, what we need is to have our table in first normal form, which we have done, and no partial dependency. Well, in our current table, the course name and professor are dependent on course ID. We can see that here, like, we can know and learn what course name is according to the course ID, the same as for professor as well. So what we need to do is create a new table where we will have the course ID, course name, and the professor. And for this table, our primary key will be course ID. As for the main table now, because we have a separate table, we can drop the course name and professor from the table. Yeah, we can see our results here. Our main table will be course ID, enrolled students, and grades. As for in our new table, we'll have course ID, course name, and professors. As for the third normal form, we actually don't need to do anything, as by dividing into two tables we already achieved third normal form, as well as we have no transitive dependency in our table. So now to move to queries to start creating our tables. Firstly, I will delete the tables I have here, or I can just drop them by here. Yeah, the first table is dropped, and I can drop the others as well. Yeah, this one is also dropped, and this, or like this. Yeah, so now we shouldn't have any tables. Yeah, it's clean. So first, let's set up our main table. Yeah, we don't need update. Yeah, the table is created. We have our table here. Now to insert into our table, we'll need this file, our file in the first normal form. So we go to import and export, and I just we just choose this file and click OK. Yeah, we can see that the process has started, it's running, and yeah, it's finished. So now if we select from our table, Yeah, we can see that all of our data are here. We can create the tables here, but I did the procedure to create the tables. So if we look, this is the code for the table for the second slash third normal form. We have our course, actually let's look back. Like for our main table we have our course ID, course name, enrolled students, grades, and professors. Like here in our first normal form, all of them are here. Yeah, as for the second and third normal form, we have our code here to set. We will have our course ID, enrolled students, and grades, as we mentioned in our exam, in our documentation. And then we'll be creating the second table where we'll have the name of the course and the professor's name according to the course ID. And then in this table we'll have course ID, course name, and professor. As for the primary keys, we have them here as well. For the main table, those are course ID and enrolled students. As for the second table, only course ID is enough as primary key. So let's run this first procedure. Yeah, the first procedure is created. Now let's move on to the second one. This one is to fill table number 1, to fill the main table, which will have course ID, enrolled students, and grades, and it will be inserting it from the main first normal form table which we created, which is this one. It will be inserting from this one. And as for our fill table 2, it will be again inserting from the main table number 1, but this time the course ID, course name, and professor, and this time it will be inserting distinct, because we don't want to have multiple rows where we have the course ID again and again and the course the professor who's teaching the course or the course name again. So that's why we put here distinct, and as we will see, we'll only have each value once. So let's run these as well. Yeah, the procedure is created. Yeah, procedure is creating, and now to the final procedure is to populate the tables. We have our both three procedures we created. We'll call both of them. No, first let's create it. Yeah, it's also created, and now we can call it to run it. Yeah, it worked. So now we should, as you can see here, we have our main table in third normal form, and our table where we have the name and the name of the course and the professors. First let's run our main table. Yeah, as we can see here, the name of the student, course ID is here, name of the students here, and the grade he or she has is here for all the students. For instance, we had 4 students in over here for the psychology class, and we have them here as well, one by one in each row, and their grades accordingly as well. Now let's run the other table as well, and yeah, here we have the course ID, the name of the course accordingly, and the professor, the name of the professor here accordingly. And yeah, overall this is it. In this video we went through the normalization steps, like what we had to do to achieve the first, second, and third normal form, and we went through them in pgadmin. We followed the steps and achieved the result we wanted. Our tables are populated, the and the data is inserted from the table of the first normal form. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you.